Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose, and in this video we're gonna talk all about caladiums. So let's hop back in time a little bit and start from the beginning. I just got this little parcel in the mail this morning, so I'm really excited to show you what's inside. This came from Daphne and her awesome web shop called Bulbs and Leaves. And for now she's specialized in caladiums, which I've never grown, so this is a big test. Let's open it up. Woo. This is the logo of her web shop. So cute. So this white queen, let me see. Ooh, nice. It's that one with white leaves and pink lines, pink veining. Looks amazing. Oh, I'm excited to grow this one. Woo! So that's one. Then this is Caladium Autumn Beauty. It's really chunky. It's quite a heavy, big bowl. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, nice. It's the one with green leaves and then the pink reddish veining. Ooh, I love that. That's gonna look really nice together as well. Yeah. And then the last one is Caladium Fanny Munson. Let's see if I can find that in the web shop. Fanny Munson. Oh, girl! That's the one with the thinnest leaves ever. Pink with pink veins and then a circle of green around the outside edge. Oh, but that looks so papery thin. I hope I'm able to grow this and keep it alive. Ooh, yeah. So I have 3 big bulbs. I actually have no idea what the bulbs look like, so I want to open this up. So I'm really curious to see how this grows and if you've ever grown caladiums, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, it seems like there's like several bulbs on one main bulb, so like it creates babies. And these will also hopefully make growth points, so it could be quite a full plant. We just cleaned the floor, so my boyfriend's gonna be pissed. I'm gonna try and keep it on the table. Oh, whoa. This Autumn Beauty bowl split into 2 and shipping. So you can see there, this hopefully might grow as a separate growth point. And this is where the other part broke off. Something like this. So now I guess I have 2. I don't know if both will grow. I can definitely see a growth point here already on this one. So that's really cool. And one here as well. So hopefully this will be possible to grow even though it broke off in shipping. Last one. This is also broken off a little bit. I don't know if that's bad at all. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, and there's a part that's broken off here as well, more fresh part. This reminds me of ginger roots. You know how fresh ginger doesn't smell like ginger, but it looks like it. So hopefully I can make these grow. I have no idea what soil they need to be in and all that stuff, so I'm gonna research that and you'll see me knowing all about it in about 2 seconds.
Hello and welcome to the plant show.
This is my beautiful boyfriend. So I read on Daphne's website and she has some tips on there for planting these because I have no idea. But she says grab pots and soil. I just have my aeroid mix. It's pretty airy. I have some pots. I don't know which size is gonna fit, but I prefer to have smaller pots because then it fits into my house. So let's try these 3 small ones first. Let's see, the biggest bulbs actually are these 2. Maybe I'll pot them up separately. And it says to pot them up in the right way. I don't see the right way. I see some roots at the bottom of this one, so I'm guessing it should go like this. But then at the bottom there's a mini. So that's gonna have a hard time growing. Oh, maybe that's the top. I think that's the top. Yeah, this is the top, I think. And for this, I see some points coming out already, so this is the top. I'm gonna plant them like this, together in here or separately in smaller pots. What shall we do? Let's do separately, because the more pots, the better. Actually, no, then my boyfriend's gonna be pissed. This big one, you think it will fit in here? Yeah, this is gonna go in here. This is the funny monster. Funny monster? Sounds like a funny monster. And then this one, what's the top? I don't know. Something like this. This is for sure the top, I can see that. This, I don't know. So then, does this fit into this one together? No. Maybe in the bigger one? Yes. Okay. So start with some soil. Okay. Pop in the bulbs the right way around, which we're still working on. I still have no idea if this is right or not, but who cares? It's gonna be okay. Add in more soil. And then it says to water so that the soil is moist. Plop, 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 plop. I have to remember which one is which, by the way. Let me just, I forgot this little part. I'm gonna pop it in there somewhere. Shoot. Maybe I'll pop it in with another one and be surprise one leaf. Let's do that. That will be fun. So this is the Autumn Beauty. This is gonna be the White Queen, which I love the look of. It looks beautiful. So there's points there growing up, I guess like this. I think it's supposed to be like this, because then all the points that I see can grow upwards. Editing this, I realized that you can't see at all what I'm talking about. Basically, trying to find the top of the bulbs was pretty difficult, but if you look at where it looks like there might be like a kind of a pointy shape, that's where probably, I think, I'm no expert, but that's where I think the new growth will come out of. Some of the bulbs actually had points already growing, so that was a little bit more easy. But I heard that it doesn't completely matter if you put them the upside down way. It just makes it a little bit harder for those growth points to grow because they have to take a little turn. And the bulbs actually had some points growing downwards either way because they were going up and down. But I just, yeah, sorry I didn't show this very clearly to you. Pop the second part in there as well. And the little surprise bulbs, why not? This is the smallest bulb, so it can take a little bit of extra. Pop in the soil. Okay, White Queen, last one. A little bit of soil at the bottom. The big, oh, this is maybe a little bit too much. Big bulb at the top. There's a lot of old growth on there, but I'm just gonna leave that on because I don't want to accidentally break it off in the wrong way. Top it up with soil, press, press, press. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna water them, making the soil moist but not wet. Hopefully this is gonna activate the bulbs growing. Oh, but do I remember which one is which now? Yes. Like this, like this, like this, I think. I'm gonna make name tags real quick. So it said to put them in a warm and bright spot and not to have the soil too wet. I think mine did get a little bit wet, so I put it right next to the heater for a while so that the soil can dry out a little bit. This is also where I keep my other propagations. So I hope they're going to be happy here. These 3 open ones are the caladiums. The other ones are my Dischidia and Hoya cuttings. Now we wait. Nothing to see yet. For the Autumn Beauty, here is the White Queen. And here is the Fanny Monster. It's February 18th today, and I finally found my first point of growth on my caladium bulbs. Check it out. Here is my Fanny Monster. Can you see that? There's one. And I did see another one, a smaller one. That big one is dried. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the camera. So here is quite a big one. This is dried, old stuff. This is dried. But then here, you see that second one? There we go, this is a better angle. So Fanny Monster is starting to grow, yay! The other 2, I checked, I didn't see anything yet. Maybe they're working on coming through. When I planted these, I think I made them a little bit too wet, so I put them in front of the heater, both to encourage the growth, but also to let them dry out a little bit. And then they kind of got quite dry, so I watered them again today for the second time. So fingers crossed that these leaves start to open soon. Can't wait to see them. It is now the 25th of February, and look what we've got. Ah, they're pretty big already. If I keep them next to my face, you can see. There is 3 points on this one, and they're starting to really take a nice color. They're called Fanny Monster, this one. And yeah, they're going quite well. There's one more that has 1 little point, and then the other one, I don't see anything yet, so exciting! I watered mine every 5 to 7 days when I noticed that the soil was pretty dry. And it actually dried out pretty quickly because they were in front of the heater, which later on you'll see may have not been the right choice. Today is the 2nd of March, and I just noticed 2 really awesome things with the caladiums. First of all, this one that's been growing like crazy. As you can see, they are pretty tall already. This is the Fanny Monster. It has 2 really tall ones and 1 small little spike, but the tallest spike is starting, I don't know if you can see, maybe, the leaf is starting to peek through the little sheath that it comes in. Can you see that? It has 2 little points on the top now, which means that the leaf is about to come out, which I'm super, super excited about. I can't wait to see these. I kind of blocked out what they look like in my brain, so it's gonna be a big surprise. The other pot with the, what is this one? Let me check. The Autumn Beauty has, maybe I saw a few little points, but not much to see just yet. That was the biggest bulb as well, so I don't know why the smaller ones are going more quickly. But then this one, which has the White Queen in it, there you go, can you see that little green point? So there was already one of the same color as the Autumn Beauty. Can you see that one it's hard to see. There in the middle. And then this morning I noticed a green point. So, oh, and there's another one, wait. Look, over here. Ah! This is so cool. Okay, so all 3 of them have different colors, which is interesting. And wait, this actually is already a leaf. So this is a little sheath that comes out first, like the little point. And I just noticed that this green one is already broken through the little sheath, and it's already a leaf. Ah! Daphne, I'm so excited. Can't wait to see my first caladium leaf unfold. Good morning. It is the 3rd of March. I went to check up on my caladiums this morning, and I noticed a few new cool things. It's like every day is a new adventure with the caladiums. Because this big one, can you see on that big leaf? It's about to pop. You can see it, the sheath splitting open to reveal the very light colored leaf. And then right next to it is another baby one. Oh, and there's another one. See, I already looked at this pot very intensely. Oh, and there's another one. I didn't see anything yet. There's like, oh, let me show you a proper up close one. I'm just gonna turn this around. So this is the big one, and then there is the mini. And then there's another mini. And then I saw here somewhere, there's another mini. So there's a lot of growth points on this one. This is the Fanny Munster still. Also starting to see some points on the Autumn Beauty. But they don't do much yet. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, actually, there's a few more points coming up. You just can't really see them yet. The little red points. And then this one still has the green leaf that is about to unfold. This little point over here. Can we focus, please? And then the darker point here. So I'm really curious to see what leaves this gets because I mix and matched a little bit. But this is the White Queen. Whoops, I'm sitting here with my caladiums, and since we're making a time lapse, I didn't want to move them, but I just noticed that the biggest leaf has a huge black, like burnt side to it because it's right next to the heater. I did move it now, so the time lapse is messed up, sadly, but I couldn't do anything. I had to because that leaf just would have continued burning. Check this out. I'll give you a quick update as well. This one on the side here is opening up quite nicely, the small one. There's lots of points everywhere. And then these two big ones are about 23 centimeters tall right now. But look at that black side. It's just completely burnt from the heat from the heater. It is a gas heater that I usually put on quite slowly to let it warm up without burning the plants, but I think my boyfriend may have just not thought about that. So, whoops, no perfect leaf for that one. Small leaf that's almost done, and a lot of points that you can't really see on camera. And then this really, really pretty one. Maggie and I have decided to move the caladiums, even though it's gonna ruin our time lapse, since the leaves are about to pop. They're really beautiful right now. Maggie's looking at them right now. It's going to be safer for them to be a little bit further away from the heater, and also they'll get a little bit more daylight. So I think once the leaves are unfolded, that will be better for them. Hey Max, so let's move them. This is the current state of them. The two big leaves are almost ready to unfurl. There's one more small leaf unfurling there. It's almost ready. Maggie's being a little bit playful. Hey! Okay. And then this one is almost open, which is super pretty, and lots of little points on the last one. Let's go. It's gonna go from there to here. What do you think? I think that looks pretty. Today is the 13th of March. As you can see, the leaves unfurled beautifully, at least the big leaf that wasn't hurt by the heater. I just put out a poll on Instagram because as you can see in that time lapse, the leaf went pretty floppy. And I asked what could be the reasoning. And several of you answered, which I'm super grateful for. Daphne, the owner of the shop, said that it sometimes happens depending on the plant, especially if they grow a little bit too fast. And as you have seen, mine have grown really, really fast. Within 4 weeks, the big leaves unfolded. And then Angela from Casa Botanica said that a little bit more light may be the solution. And then Carla, from one of my favorite accounts, A Londoner's Urban Jungle, she said that it may have happened because of watering inconsistently, letting the soil dry out instead of keeping it slightly moist. Probably I should use something to stake up the petiole to make it a little bit stronger, and then the leaf will resolve itself if I keep watering a little bit more consistently. I'm definitely gonna test all of those out. I'm gonna move them first into a little bit more light tomorrow, and then if that doesn't help, I'm gonna stake them up and know for future reference that the soil should not dry out as much as I let it. Whoops. Good morning. It's about 7 a.m. because I was too excited to wait any longer to move my caladiums into more light. So let's do that. So here they are. This pot has got the beautiful, beautiful green leaf. This is the white queen pot. There's several of the little green leaves that haven't unfolded. And then this one is a little bit bigger, a little bit more chunky on here. The Autumn Beauty is taking its time. It's very, very slow. There's one fully green leaf over here though. I don't know what that is. And then this one, the Fanny Munson. I realized later that I wrote it wrong on this thing. Munster, so that's why I've been saying it wrong all video long. Sorry about that. This little guy, let me move it into the light already. Whoops. Vicky is in the way. This has got growth points that are still evolving. There's one leaf that is pretty green. Look at that. How is that so green compared to the others? Or is that a different leaf? I don't know. Looks like a Fanny Munster. Ha! Fanny Munson. Okay, I'm still very sleepy. Sorry. And this is the leaf that got damaged from the burn. Did you see that? I'm sorry, little Fanny. Two big lines and then a smaller line over there. I love how see-through these leaves are. I don't know if you can see. Moving my fingers behind, it's so pretty. And then there's just green edges. And the big one is this one, which is like bigger than my hand, as you maybe can see. Yeah. It's so pretty, but I kind of want it to not be this floppy. I want it to be wide and open. And also the petiole is hanging down a lot. So I want that to be a little bit stronger, but I don't know if that's gonna work. So I'm gonna pop it in here. This is my south-facing window. And I know they cannot withstand straight, like, bright sunlight, but because we have a big house opposite us, that's pretty high. Did you see that? Yeah. That blocks a lot of the sun in wintertime. And also it's wintertime, so the sun is not as bright. Let me move the other ones. If you're wondering what these blocks are doing here, I'm making another time lapse of a leaf unfolding. This is Vicky's new leaf. Anyway, let's see how they like it here. I'll keep you up to date on my Instagram on how this beauty is doing. I would love to hear what is your favorite caladium. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a little thumbs up if you like this video, and please consider subscribing if you enjoy content about plants and greenifying your life and your home, and maybe even try yoga for the first time. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!